According to Mary Englebright, if you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change the way you think about it.
Hello everyone and welcome to Blind Beauty. I'm Jennifer. What we are going to do today is I am going to share with you my review and demo of the AOA Quick Brush Cleaner. It looks like this right here. Let me take the lid off so you can see what's on the lid better. But that's right there what is what it looks like. Now let's talk about the packaging for a moment. Once you take it out of the little Ziploc baggie, you do have this little petri dish type thing. And it does have a little groove to where you don't have to dig your nails in, so I do like that. Where you can easily put your finger there and lift off the lid. The only issue is that since the lid is not attached, it would be easy to lose the lid. Now, there's a lot of different things you can use to do a quick brush cleaner. I have done a brush cleaning video in the past where I also showed using this here, which is a bun maker. So, I mean, you don't have to go out and spend $1 on this. You can use this here, but it's got that hole in it where it's like, yeah, that makes it kind of difficult unless you're wanting to do a bigger brush, maybe. But for me, it's mainly eyeshadow brushes that I always want to clean instead of face brushes as much. But let's go ahead and give this a whirl here. Now, you can use it with any type of brush you have. It can be a fluffy brush, it can be a flat brush, it can be a duo-ended brush, like this one right here. I mean, I don't know if you can tell, but that is a little dirty, not too bad. But with it being black, it's hard to tell, that anything's there. But I did do just a little bit. You can see a little bit on my hand there of that one. But, you just take it and swirl it around like so. I do little buffing type motions all over the pad. Now let me show you what it would be like on something that you can tell, what you're doing. Now this here is a different type brush. It's more tapered at the ends. This is a face brush. I got this in a BoxyCharm, I believe, in a brush set. But, it does work even with face brushes, is what I'm showing you here. It doesn't take every little thing off unless you really work it. You can buff it, work it back and forth. It doesn't take everything off, at least not of face brushes, in my opinion. But what it does do really well on, in my experience, like this is a good brush right here. It's clean already. So we're going to dirty up a brush. I'm taking the Revealed palette right here. Now, let's start in with a lighter color here. I'm going to go into the 7th shade in this palette on the top row. You can see I've got some on the top of the brush. And I'm going to show you that it does come off right there. Now then, alright, you've done your lid shade, but yet you don't want to take time and go wipe off your brush, in the sink or whatever. You take this little doohickey, swirl, 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 back and forth, side to side. I mean, take a look at that. I mean, that's... And you take it and you go over your hand again with it. Nothing comes off. It might look a little dirty still, but it's not going to transfer any of that shade onto your skin. Let's go with something that's even harder to see, or easier to see, I mean. Let's go in with this shade right here. It's the 8th shade on the bottom row. I mean, really saturate this puppy this time. I mean, look at that. Look at that. That is dark. It's a dark brown color here. Now, let's just do a sample here. Wipe off that other a little bit. I'm going to show you right here. Show you that it does have some stuff come off whenever you do it. That's that right now. Now, you've done your outer V, or even you've done your crease, for example. Now, this is not a shade I would use in my crease, except maybe outer V. But say you've done that, but yet you want to use this brush again. Okay. Swirl, 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 swirl. I mean, you can tell it comes off. Now, sometimes it does take a little work for it to come off. but it does come off to where, you know, I can go back and forth on my hand here, and hardly anything, if anything, yeah, nothing was coming off there. I mean, so you can use the brush multiple times. It might still have a little bit of residue, but that's where taking a makeup wipe or something like that, you can spot clean them that way too. So, you know, that does work. Now, I found that this does work better on fluffy brushes than it does the flat brushes. Like, here's Real Techniques. Well, that's not even as fluffy as I'd want to go. Right here. Now, this one is actually stained. This is a real fluffy brush right here. This thing does work better on fluffier brushes than the flat brushes. You know, I mean, I just picked up some of the mid-tone brown shade there. So, I'm going to show you with this brush, show you the difference here. Do like this right here, just swirl, swirl, swirl. Back and forth, side to side. I mean, look at that. Look at that. I mean, and you really want to see if it did anything. You just reach in, pinch it on the sides, and that right there is what was on my brushes. I mean, not a whole lot of stuff, but you can see where this would be fairly easy to clean as well, because this does pop out. You can go rinse it underwater. You can use a little bit of light soap on it, you know, and clean it to where it's fresh. Now, the bun thing, you can buy those at the Dollar Tree too. Those are more readily available. You can buy these at Dollar Tree. You can usually find them at Walmart, Kmart, whatever. You know, you just take it and do the same thing pretty much. I mean, but you've got a bigger area to cover, and you're not, you know, like I'm going to show you with that same mid-tone brown shade, really get it on this brush here. You know, take that and just, all you got to do with this here, the bun maker, is just back and forth. But $1 for something that is already protected, because it being in the Petri dish helps it be more protected, you know, and it won't, in my opinion, pick up as much bacteria if it is protected by something like that. Especially if you're using it on a brush that you have wet with a misting spray or something like that. Now, that brush cleaner right here, according to AOA website, it talks about being able to clean your brushes without having to wait for them to dry. Now, I personally have not tried using it on a brush that I have wet. So, you know, but I personally wouldn't do that anyway. I would just use a makeup wipe to wipe it off. Because, you know, it's already wet. Go ahead and use the wipe to wipe it off. But a dry brush that you're wanting to go from dry to dry to dry to dry to dry, something like this here, go in real close here, something like this here really would be beneficial. I mean, to me it kind of looks like an SOS pad, if you can see that. I mean, you can see where there is light coming through it, and this is what the Petri dish looks like again. But, I mean, for $1, if you're placing an order on shopmissa.com anyway, this right here, I don't think you can go wrong with this. They have a brush cleaning egg as well, which is great for washing your brushes. I do believe I demonstrated that in my brush cleaning video as well. So if you haven't checked that out, I'll try to link that below for you. You know, but, you know, I'll probably be using this, well, I most likely will be using this in upcoming makeup playtimes on my Facebook page, Blind Beauty Facebook page. Because I do that, or try to do that every Thursday, due to circumstances in life. Sometimes I'm not up to it. But hey, that's life, right? I mean, you know, not everything goes as planned, not everything goes like we want it to all the time. But I do try to do live videos on Thursdays on my Blind Beauty Facebook page, Wednesday nights, I try to live tweet during Law & Order Special Victims Unit, whenever there is not a rerun of it, at least. And when it is on air, so let me know if there's another show that you'd like for me to live tweet during as well. Snapchat, I don't do a whole lot with Snapchat at this time, but I do sometimes do things here and there. And Instagram, I do share my makeup of the day a lot of times whenever I do makeup. I don't wear makeup every day, but I do some. I explained about the makeup every day a little bit in my recent Project Empties video that I have up. But I am trying to upload more, film more. I also am working on blog posts now. We're blindbeauty83.wordpress.com. I'm doing blogs, as well as there's also a blind beauty support Facebook group that you can join. So, you can find that on the Facebook page as well. So I do hope to get to know some of y'all, and come join me. Let's have some fun together, because I'd love to get to know each and every one of you. Thank you so much for watching, and you have a great day. Bye-bye.
Thank you for watching. Please subscribe and like this video. My top 5 videos linked below are New Maybelline City Mini Palette Review and Demo, What's in My Purse, Garnier Argan Oil and Cranberry Extract Review, Get Ready With Me Easy Natural Drugstore First Video, Styling My Short Bob.